Hey guys, we've now figured out that students are across the district are making a coordinated effort to bomb classes, and I don't think we've. It's been a minute since we talked about Google Meet security features, because it's an important thing, and like getting Zoom bombed is traumatizing. It sucks, man. So here's how to kind of prevent it from happening. So in Google Classroom, if you're using the Classroom Meet code, and one way to do this is just do a new Meet code every time. Google Classrooms does it for you. Here's what I do. Once I have all my students in my classes, and I do it by inviting them all using this and doing the group's email workaround. But you'll notice that there's an invite link that people often give to students. If we do that, they can copy that link and send it to anyone. Okay. That means any kid in Jeffco could join our class. But what if we got all the kids in our classes, our schedules aren't changing, and we don't need to add any more kids? Well, that's when you go into the settings, general, right under invite codes. What if you just turn it off? Now, the only way anyone can join your class is if you manually add them. Uh, the next thing I want to talk about is like Google Meet. Um, so I do use the Classroom Meet link. I like Zoom better. It's objectively better. It's a better program. You have more control. There's more security features. There's you can't do the stuff that you can do in Zoom in Google Meet. Google Meet is inferior to Zoom. I use Meet because for a long time the district was messing around with like clever login, and it was a will they won't they, and it was really dumb. All because they set up Zoom. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm going to use Google Meet because I find it easier for kids. There's a couple things, however, if you're going to use Meet instead of Zoom. Zoom, by the way, is a different video. I probably on this channel. Um, if you click here again in the settings, you click Generate Meet Link. I do not make it visible to students. There's no reason to, because one of the nice things about Meet is if you use this Meet link and hit save, then in the stream, you'll see this Meet link, but students won't. You can click on that. And then each day you can just post this individual one. Another option, and this is what I do, is I just right click it. And this is the one that I post. I'll like paste it into a classroom assignment that says what we're going to do that day. And then if you want to be like that way, okay. So Google Meet is dumb. It's just dumb. It does exactly what you ask it to do and no more. It's dumb. But you'll see this button down here, this little security thing, host controls. If you want to turn off the ability for students to screen share porn, click turn off their ability for them to share their screen. If you want to turn off the chat so they can't just post a million racial epithets, you can just turn that off. I like to use the chat, but etc. You can also click view all host settings. It's literally the same things. There's no other thing. However, see this quick access button. So when it's on, anybody who clicks the link can join the Meet if they're in the Jeffco Schools domain. The problem we've been having is people outside Jeffco Schools want to join the Meet, and we click yes because we figure it's just a student on their phone. They didn't switch accounts. If we just say no, if you just refuse to let them join, they'll either figure it out or they won't. That's one option. Another option is quick access when turned off. So when I uncheck this box, the host must join first. That's me. And because of the Google Classroom link, when you click it, this Meet link will die in 5 minutes after I leave. Only people invited by the host can join without asking. So this creates a waiting room for everybody except me. Everyone else must ask to join in, including people who dial in. That way you can't join anonymously, and you can't dial out of the meeting to call your friend's phone so they can start screaming. There's a lot of things students can do in Google Meets because it's not locked down that is obnoxious. If you do this, but you still want kids to be able to join freely, what you have to do is you must click here, click on add people, and then you must invite individually the names of each kid. Shoot, I got to blur that. What you should do is you should copy and paste the Google group workaround. So if I type Gittner, I forget the code, but that will do it. Um, that'll let them join, but nobody else. So just know that like that's an option. You can lock down meets. It's just more work. Zoom is so much better and easier, but some students claim to struggle with the district login. And if students are in Mexico, everything gets weird. And that's happened to me before. And I'm sure it's happened to you guys, whether or not we've realized it. So that's a quick primer on how to lock down Google Meets. It's not hard. It's just some extra clicking.